The Pentagon's push to expand autonomous capabilities is creating a strong demand for technologies that support those systems. Hyliion is an energy technology company. It's developing Carno. It's a modular power generation system designed to deliver electricity for applications including military systems. The company just landed its biggest deal yet, a $41 million Navy contract to develop 2 multi-megawatt Carno power modules. Joining me now to break it all down, Hyliion founder and CEO Thomas Healy. Congratulations on this contract, Thomas. What can you tell us?
Thank you. And so Hyliion is producing power modules that are designed to either go on military ships or military bases, or even right on site at facilities like the one you're sitting in today, to make electricity on site. Now, these boxes can be fed with various different fuels like natural gas or diesel, but the whole goal is we can produce electricity in many instances for cheaper than you can buy from your utility. Or for the Navy, it's really a need of just needing power and being able to make it in pretty harsh conditions.
Where do you think that the problem lies right now? Do you think it's more, do you see the concern being on the consumer side, having grids overloaded, whether it's in a state like Texas or places like New York with heat waves? Do you think that that's the issue, or do you think it's more because of the data centers and the absolute demand that's going to be coming or is coming now from these data centers? I mean, where do you think that push-pull is happening, in your opinion?
I think the grid's already at a point where it's tapped out in a lot of areas. For instance, we're headquartered in Austin, Texas, so I lived through the freeze issue we had a few years back where we lost electricity for almost a week. And that was before this whole data center boom started happening. And now we have companies that are talking about adding gigawatts worth of capacity of compute power. So for instance, one of the hyperscalers we're working with has said, they plan over the next 5 years to go from having 6 gigawatts of electricity being used at their data centers today to 40 gigawatts. And that's over just a 5-year span here. And that's all due to this AI boom that's happening. And what we're seeing is these facilities are shifting to this concept of we need to make electricity on site so that we're not tapping into the grid.
Yeah, no, and again, this build out is, creating this massive demand. And, a lot of these data center developers are looking, beyond the grid, trying to come up with their own ideas on site power generation. In some cases, politicians might be pushing them to do exactly that. But Carno Systems actually helps that, correct?
That's correct. So this is a small modular box. Think of our smallest one is like the size of a king-size mattress flipped on its side. And that type of box could be deployed at like a Home Depot to power it. Or we have a system that's about the size of a 40-foot shipping container. You can stack those together, and that's a multi-megawatt system really designed for data centers. Now, this contract that we just got with the military actually is for that multi-megawatt system, but their plan is to not only use it on base power for bases, but to also look at powering some of their larger vessels. So we've already been working with the Navy on powering their brand new, fully autonomous unmanned ship. That's a contract we've been working on for a while. And this next evolution here is really expanding the opportunity into both land-based power for bases as well as larger ships.
Well, and that military story, I think, is so important. Maria actually spoke with Dino Marukas about this issue. I want to you to listen to this answer.
This is the fastest I have seen the government move on anything in my lifetime. That said, we're still in the early days, like very, very early innings. If you look at the base budget, the military, the Department of War, is only spending 1% on autonomy.
Right.
1%.
Yeah.
Now, the president is making this massive push. He's requested $1.5 trillion for the new budget moving forward. A lot of that is going to go towards autonomy, and that's exactly what we need. We need more spending towards autonomy, towards new types of systems, towards these new entrants, and changing that mix from 99%, 1% to more towards new systems.
Hence the spending conversation we're having. Your reaction?
Yeah, I think there's a huge push in D.C. to get more of these autonomous ships out there. Now, what we've seen, and this is why the Department of War came to us, is they have a problem with these autonomous ships, and that's around maintenance. So if you think of most military vessels, they're powered off of a diesel engine, like what's in a big truck. Now, that diesel engine needs a lot of maintenance. It needs oil changes. And so if your plan is to deploy these as autonomous vessels all around the world, there's no longer a crew on board anymore to do that maintenance. And that's where our technology comes in. And so we are an extremely low maintenance solution where it's really designed to be able to go on these ships and be deployed for, we're targeting up to a year at a time with not needing any maintenance intervals. And then it comes with other benefits, like it's truly fuel agnostic. It can run on contaminated fuels. It's a low noise, low heat signature. So we really check a lot of the boxes that these unmanned vessels need. And, as we've already seen in the Strait of Hormuz, these autonomous ships are being used. That's how the pilots were rescued just a few weeks back.
And fascinating technology. I think many Americans had never even heard, in particular, of the hovercraft until that was the Department of War actually put those images out in the video. It was really fascinating, to your point about that rescue. But look, let's stay on this, because the war in Iran, the disruption in the Strait, it really has highlighted this critical demand for energy security and the importance of power supplies. That can withstand any geopolitical shocks. Look at what's happening with the Strait and the oil story. One projection shows total electricity demand is going to rise 39% by 2035 from current levels. That's even more pressure on our nation as a whole. I mean, what do you think we need to be doing here to, and what can we change to keep up with this incredible demand?
We need more power, right? And there's a lot of ways to make electricity. Obviously, we're one of them. And, if you look at this landscape, AI, who's going to win AI, this AI race, is who's going to have the most power. We're already at a point today where data centers they have excess chips that they're just storing in warehouses, and they don't have power available to bring them online. And the problem is we're not winning this power race right now. If you look at China added about 500 gigawatts of electricity to their grid last year. The U.S. added about 1/10 of that, about 50 gigawatts. And so if we're serious about winning this AI race, we need to bring more power onto the grid. And it's probably going to look like that stat that you just mentioned over the next 10 years, right, about a 40% increase.
Yeah, which is so disconcerting among all of these major weather events that we, as you spoke about, the 2021 Texas deep freeze, or what we're seeing actually this summer with a lot of the grids. Thomas Healy, congratulations on the military contract. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me on.
All right.